Greetings and welcome. It's time to have fun with the cards, and this is Wendy, your host. I hope you're doing well out there. And yeah, I'd like to say a little bit about myself. My name is Wendy. I live in the American South, and I am a retired radio DJ, and I have been doing tarot readings for quite some time now, and I've always received rave reviews about my tarot readings. And in my last video, I had actually, asked the cards if Donald Trump would be impeached. The card said yes, maybe, but, I really don't think that he will. I don't think that Trump really will be impeached. He's signing all kind of executive orders and, getting everything the way he wants it to be. So today I'm going to ask, I've been reading articles. I'll try to put one down in the comment or in the video, the under this video you can find it, a link, about how King Charles would like for the United States to become part of the Commonwealth, and boy, would that be nice. I really like King Charles a lot. He's great. Love King Charles. I've always been a big fan of his, and he really wants to make the United States part of the Commonwealth, but we all know Donald Trump's probably not going to go for that. But, King Charles, what people don't understand is that before the Constitution was ever written or signed, King George II was given land grants to people that were coming over here from England, and it just so happens that my family was one of those people that received a land grant from King George II before the Constitution was ever written or signed, with the idea of my family coming over here, my ancestors coming over here to help Britain take over, but that's not what happened. Okay, so I'm just curious. I've shuffled the cards a good bit before the video started, but I'm just curious, will America eventually be part of the Commonwealth? Because, Prince Charles King Charles, he was a prince for a long time, but he's king now. King Charles III has already ran this by President Trump, and I'm just curious as to what the cards would say about that. In other words, what I'm going to be asking is, will America eventually become part of the Commonwealth? Because like I said, England used to own everything. I mean, a long time ago, when people were first coming to this country and settling, certain bloodlines, including my own, received a 400-acre land grant from King George II. And it makes me wonder, because I know a little bit about that history and how it all came about. So it really makes me wonder if King Charles will end up either trying to talk Donald Trump into joining the Commonwealth, or better yet, just take over America. Say that he wants America back. He could do it. He could very well do it. I know the history of all of it. My family's part of it. My uncle lives in Darlington County, South Carolina, and so my other uncle does, for that matter, too, and several of my cousins, and they still have that 400 acres of land that was given to them many years ago by King George II, and I know the whole story and how it came about, and, how England at one point in time pretty much owned the 13 original colonies, and, maybe King Charles wants to take it back. Maybe he wants it back. It seems like I read an article not long ago that says that the experiment of democracy has failed, and that King Charles would be glad to take America back. So if Donald Trump will not agree to become part of the Commonwealth, then will King Charles end up stepping in and trying to take America over? That's what I'm wondering, and I've had this sneaking suspicion for quite some time that something like that could happen, because when President Trump was in his first term, the Queen just came out and said, she was alive back then, and she came out and said that she would be glad to come over to America and rule this country, because really she didn't think Donald Trump was capable of it, mainly because of his mental decline. The queen was very sharp-witted even till her death. I mean, she had a very sharp mind. Her mind didn't ever go on her. So it really makes you wonder what's going on as far as the British maybe wanting to take America back. That. So I'm gonna shuffle the cards a little bit more and just kind of ask, what's going on with that situation. We'll find out if Trump is for it or against it, and will it happen? That kind of thing. So I'm gonna ask the cards. Shuffle the cards and ask them some questions. Trying to make this where it won't be so long. Put that back and keep shuffling. And I'll ask it several questions, and we'll see what the cards say about all this. Ah, yes. The pollen is in the air down here in the American South. I live in South Carolina, by the way. And I'm just not going to tell you which part of South Carolina, but yeah, the pollen's been really bad down here lately. So anyway, I'm going to, like I said, ask the cards some questions about America possibly becoming part of the Commonwealth, and if it doesn't become part of the Commonwealth, will King Charles end up taking it back? Because I've had a sneaking suspicion for a long time that that's what he wants to do. So I'm gonna ask the cards just straight up. What's going on with that? What's going on with the United States possibly being part of the Commonwealth? And if Trump doesn't go for it, will King Charles eventually take it over? Okay, shuffle them a few more times, and then we'll cut the cards and see what they say. All right. All right. So, I'm going to cut the cards here and see what they say. Alright. Alright. So, I guess my first question would be, um, what did President Trump think of the letter that King Charles gave him? King Charles recently did send him a letter, basically asking him if he wanted to be part of the Commonwealth. What did President Trump think about that? Wow. Okay, this is the Hermit. And by the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. All of my readings are for entertainment purposes only. I highly encourage you to do your own research. And this is the Aquarian Tarot that I'm using today. And so we asked what Trump thought of that. And this is the Hermit. It looks to me, the Hermit usually represents meeting with an older person, to obtain, guidance, wisdom, whatever the case may be. So, yes, it's possible that Trump is interested in this, in making the United States part of the Commonwealth. Because in this card, the Hermit, he is someone very wise. And, it can also sometimes represent meeting with, your parents, older people, stuff like that, and coming to a conclusion, sort of like coming to a conclusion. So maybe President Trump has come to the conclusion that maybe that might not be a bad idea to make America part of the Commonwealth. There was obviously some meeting that took place between those two because Prince Charles is older than President Trump, and so it's possible that they could have had a meeting recently about this. And again, this is number 9, the Hermit. So my guess would be, yeah, Trump has actually thought of it, and he doesn't necessarily see it as something negative. So that's what it's telling me there. Okay, what are Trump's plans as far as how could I word it? Trump wants to, do certain things. He's already doing certain things, but as far as this, joining the Commonwealth, I mean, you know, what else does he have to think about it? Okay, and Temperance came up. This is another major arcana card, by the way. And Temperance, what is that? Number 14? Yes. That means he is getting his feet into the water. Trump is actually putting his feet in the water right now to test the waters to see if this would be a good idea. Perhaps he has some of his team, discussing this with King Charles's, possibly, letting the United States become part of the Commonwealth. It's definitely not a negative card. So, yeah. Uh, Maybe Trump really does have a good feeling about this, and maybe he's all for it. So that's one way to look at it. Okay, so what can I ask next? Okay, so what is King Charles? How does he feel about all this? Does he really think that Donald Trump is gonna go along with this plan? And the the nine of cups reversed came upside down. So no, it looks like King Charles will not get his wish from Donald Trump. Donald Trump will probably back out at the last minute and say, "No, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't want to be part of the Commonwealth. Because Canada is part of the Commonwealth. And if we became part of the Commonwealth, shoot, we might get free health insurance. And the Trumpsters don't want that. We all know this. So, okay, so what else? Will King Charles be effective, and will he succeed in taking over America? And the Eight of Swords came up. No, I don't think it looks like he's going to. He's not going to try. Um, King Charles is obviously in a position where he really can't see what's going on. Britain and the United States really aren't communicating that much anymore. So, no, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so as far as the Commonwealth, the United States becoming part of the Commonwealth, um, will that happen? And this is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords represents law and order. So, yeah, maybe it will happen, despite the fact that Trump doesn't want it to happen and King Charles might not be successful at first. Here's the King of Swords, and this is a man that represents law and order. I mean, a true king, So, yeah, the answer would be yes, absolutely. All right. So, okay, as far as the United States, will we be taken over by 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 Great Britain in the future? I mean, will just King Charles just come out and reveal that he's going to take America? That's really the question I'm asking. And the Two of Pentacles uh, came reversed, so it looks like no, he will not be taking over. Okay, it's interesting. I saw a video not long ago with Andrew Tate trying to imply that he was going to be the next prime minister of um, of Great Britain. So let me ask it that: will Andrew Tate be the next prime minister of Great Britain? And it is the nine of wands upside down. So no, it doesn't look like that Andrew Tate's going to be the next prime minister of Great Britain. Okay, so but he definitely wanted to. So all right. I know that the United States and the United Kingdom are both helping to build the third temple in Israel right now. So when that happens, will the man that's going to walk into that temple and declare himself God, will it in fact be Donald Trump? And the Four of Swords reverse came up. So yeah, it's possible it could be him. But no, I really don't think that Trump's going to be the one that walks into the third Temple of Solomon. I think that's what they're calling it. To claim himself to be God. You have to excuse my hand shaking, people. I've been having symptoms of Parkinson's disease lately. I hope I don't have it. But anyway, no, it doesn't look like that's the case. Okay, and as far as the United States becoming part of the Commonwealth, what does Trump fear about that? He fears a woman that might get in the way of that. the Queen of Swords upside down. If she were right side up, she would represent someone who is ethical. But this is a woman who is very unethical. And that's what he's worried about. He's worried about dealing with someone who is unethical, and perhaps that's why he doesn't want to join the Commonwealth. And so, after all these cards say no, Trump is not for, entering the Commonwealth, and King Charles is probably not going to take over America. What will be the outcome for the United States in regards to the future of the United States? And it is the High Priestess upside down, which means there's a lot of unknown to come. There's a lot of stuff coming to the American people that will be unknown. Okay, certain things might be revealed, but for the most part, Trump and his administration are keeping everything under wraps. They really want to run this country the way that they see fit. And, of course, a lot of people don't agree with that, but, I remember growing up and how things were with my grandparents and knowing how they grew up. That's the time that Trump wants to take us all back to. So, what is Trump trying to accomplish by making all these changes in the government, like dismantling the Department of Education, bringing back segregation? I mean, what is he really trying to accomplish by all this besides having power over people? I mean, is there another ulterior motive he has other than just wanting to have power over people? I mean, what is it that he's trying to do exactly? Everybody's trying to figure that out. So, what is it exactly that Trump is trying to do to America? I mean, what does he plan to accomplish? And I'm gonna shuffle them a little bit more, see if any of them pop out on their own. If they don't, I'll cut them and see what. All right, so that one popped up. He is trying to make America a place where people will be respectful and nice and be messengers of good news. That's what he wants. He doesn't want people revolting and resisting and, you know, going against his plan. He wants to bring light to America, have a positive message of America. And we'll see how that plays out. He's already threatening to, jail protesters and, just oh, I don't know what's going through that man's mind right now, but yeah. So I'll ask another question. Okay, besides him wanting America to be like a positive place, with positive messages, what else is he trying to accomplish with his administration? Or does he even know? I mean, are other people calling the shots here? Because a lot of people say that Elon Musk is in charge. In fact, let's ask something about Elon Musk. Okay, what is he trying to accomplish in government other than getting us all on a blockchain where our carbon footprint will be seen all over the internet and we'll be taxed for it? Other than that, what is Elon Musk trying to accomplish as his role in the government? Tell you, Elon's made a bunch of people mad, but he's a smart guy and he's in charge, so I'm not putting him down. I'm really not, and I don't advise you people to go out and go to Tesla dealerships and destroy stuff. That's just not right. It doesn't matter if you like the guy or not. It's just not right. So this is what came up. It came up right side up. It is the Wheel of Fortune. What he is trying to accomplish is trying to be successful in getting this country out of debt. That is what Elon Musk, that is his intention. Believe it or not, that's what he's been telling people the whole time, is that this country's going broke and he's trying to get this country out of debt. So other than putting us all on blockchain and trying to get this country out of debt, does he have any more ulterior motives? Does Elon Musk have any ulterior motives that we might not know about that he's planning on doing in the future? That's my question. Yeah, be nice to Elon, people. He's a sensitive guy, let me tell you. And, this thing with people going around worldwide and destroying Tesla dealerships and charging stations. That's just BS, people. You don't do that. It doesn't matter if you like the guy or not. It doesn't give you the right to, vandalize and, you know, uh, scream at his employees. People are getting locked up over it. So anyway, so what other ulterior motive does Elon Musk have in regards to, what he's doing with the government? What else is he planning on doing? Because he has a lot of government contracts. He has Tesla dealerships in other countries. He's in on the war plans now. So, what ulterior motive does Elon Musk have that we're just not seeing? All right. Well, it looks like, with the Page of Pentacles being upside down, his ulterior motive would basically be to take over and just do whatever the heck he wants. That's his ulterior motive, is he just wants to go in there and, have everything done his way, and, the heck with everybody else. And, his transgender child had actually come out once and said that Elon Musk is a total control freak. He just has to control everything. So that's what it is with Elon. He's all about control. He just wants to control the narrative, not only on X, but, in the government. He wants to decide who gets what, and, who's going to get taxed what, and, give himself a big break. You know, but the sad thing about it is, and he did it to himself, that Tesla's not doing well. And the reason why I say Elon Musk did it to himself is because he's doing things in America that go against the Constitution. It is really upsetting a lot of people, and Elon Musk just doesn't seem to care. So let me ask, what kind of person is Elon really? What kind of person is he really? We know he's controlling. We know he's kind of cold-hearted. He just, my cousin Chris, who is no longer with us. By the way, my cousin Chris made this. It is like a glass vase. He made it himself. He's no longer with us, but my cousin Chris was already in Silicon Valley when Elon Musk was getting started out there, and my cousin Chris kind of gave me some insight on how those big tech people think, and they're just really not like the rest of us. I know you people don't want to hear that, but it's true. They're not like the rest of us. These people are highly intelligent. They have a lot of money. They think different than the rest of us. So really, what I'm asking the cards is, what kind of person really is Elon Musk? All right, and these two came up, and they're both reversed. It's the Hierophant reversed. If it were right side up, it would represent like a religious leader, or, somebody who is doing things that are justifiable. But Elon, he just doesn't have a lot of, I don't know how to word it. He just doesn't have. He doesn't like to go by rules and regulations. That's what it is. So, that's the kind of person he really is. He really doesn't care about laws and rules and regulations. He's the richest man in the world, and he's going to do what he wants to do. That's a good way to describe Elon Musk. And then the Eight of Wands reverse came up. It came up reversed. And to describe Elon Musk with this card, I would have to say that he really hates the media in America, because if this were right side up, it would be messages flowing, fast messages coming and going. But it came up reversed. So my guess is Elon Musk is the type of man that really doesn't like free speech, unless it's his own free speech. He likes that. But for the most part, he doesn't like the American media and how they operate, and that's probably why the Trump administration is trying to shut so many media outlets up. So, as far as the whole reading with America becoming part of the Commonwealth, it looks like it's not going to happen. And as far as King Charles trying to take over America, that's not going to happen either. Andrew Tate looks like he's not going to be the next Prime Minister of Great Britain. I think you have to be a citizen over there to become the Prime Minister of Great Britain. But anyway, this was all for fun. All of my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I highly encourage you to do your own research. It was just understand this was all for fun. And I'll think of an interesting subject in the next video. And in the meantime, take care, and I'll see you next time.